Hello and welcome everyone. This evening by lamplight, we are gathered here to expand my collection of Pirates constructible strategy game with this Pirates of Davy Jones Curse expansion. This is the first time I've opened, I'll be opening any packs from this particular expansion, or I guess they call it a wave. It's pretty clever. And so I'm pretty excited. In this wave, the most unique thing I think was the introduction of the Cursed faction. I actually, when I first got back into the game though, I started off with Ocean's Edge, which has quite a bit of Cursed faction. So, but there's still a lot of good game pieces inside this set that I'm excited to try to obtain. And so let's see what we get in here. If I can manage to open up this pack. The suspense must be killing y'all. Okay, I think it's jammed. Let's take this gently. There we go. I think she's still stuck in there. It's one of those ones where the cellophane, or the crimping, got the edge of the playbook here. Oh, he got a red dye this time. That's kind of cool. All right, let's see what we got at the front. Le Républicain. They mean to make that spelled that way? All right. We got a nice friendship. 2-2 and S+S. That's not too, man, this is really, actually not too bad all around. Ramming cannot eliminate the ship's mass. That is actually pretty great on a small ship like this. Because ramming is kind of a big problem for the smaller ships. That's a great little ship there. It's uncommon. The sailors on this vessel have reinforced her hull with as much wood as they could find, determined to stave off those who would harm her. Oh yeah, that's a great one. And we have the corresponding fire pot specialist to go along with it for the France. All right, and we got a named crew here. Derek the Red. Is this a Viking? He's a pirate. New to the Crimson Coast, this Nordic pirate made his name staking daring raids along the coast of England, France, and the United States. And then we have Chief P.O. Charles Richard. Assigned to the Spanish Main to assess the reports of strange creatures and madmen, CPO Richard has his crew trained to expect anything and everything. Of course, he knows the reports are ridiculous, but he will follow his orders to the letter. Oh, that's interesting. Derek the Red is one of the SAC captains. That's cool. Well, I guess not a captain, but he's got the SAC ability. Sacrificing a crew member to take an extra action. They must have been disappointed that they made Derek the Red before they came out with the Frozen North set, since he probably would have been a better fit for the Vikings. All right, what do we have here? The Saratoga. If this ship has a captain crew, she gets +1 to her cannon rolls. Yeah, if you put a captain on that, that becomes 3. I don't know. It's still kind of a middle of the line average ship especially for a 3-pointer or a 3-mast, 10 points. Looks like this. I know this set is pretty notorious for the damaging of the cards here. You can kind of see. I guess it's not too bad, but you can see there's a scratch there. These are 20 years old, so it's pretty reasonable. Huh. All right. Saratoga. The Saratoga has been afloat since the last days of the American Revolution, and some say that during battle, the spirits of Patriot soldiers aimed the Saratoga's cannons true. That's pretty dope. I feel like that would probably have been a better text for a ghost ship. Flavor text for ghost ship. We got our die and booklet here, and what do we have here? Online. Okay, it's just an online advertisement here. All right, cool. Another Fog Bank Island. Last time when we were opening up the Barbary Coast, there's a lot of... Oh, hey, look. There's a lot of fog banks. The Cursed Explorer. That's great. I don't really have a lot of Cursed crew, so I'm excited to get more Cursed crew. Ocean's Edge was such a big set. Like, I feel like even if no matter how many packs I'll open, it'll still take me a while to collect everything. I think it's just better to buy somebody else's collection online if you're trying to get completion, or just get a good baseline of the set. This looks like the same ship that we just opened up, number 80. Yep, it is. What are the odds? Yep, you got the idea. All right. Skip those. We got a Musketeer for the Cursed. Great. Okay, give me more Cursed crew. That's great. We got another name crew here. Sir Edmund Atkinson. If an enemy ship is within S of the ship, you can use this ship's action for the turn to try to possess a target crew on the ship. Roll a d6. On the result of 6, the target is immediately assigned to this ship. Oh, it's one of those capture guys. That's cool. Banished from London, when the virgin daughter of the nobleman was killed while under his care, Atkinson spent countless hours contacting the powers beyond, which told him to come to the New World to see what power truly means. Oh, Miguel Antonio. He can look at treasure face down. All right, cool. All right. With Spain on the decline, the power of the New World will not be held by the crown, but by those powerful enough to wrest control of it. He plans on making sure that he's the last one standing. Wow, we got the exact same pack as before, the Saratoga. Well, dang, we got our back-to-back replay there. That's a little disappointing, but I wonder if they have collation issues in this set. I've heard that, I definitely know that the Pirates of the Caribbean one set has that problem, but I've not heard anything about this set in terms of that problem. All right, next pack here. Is this the same thing as I just got opened up again? Sir Edmund Atkinson. Hold on a sec. Is this the same exact thing? Oh no, we got something different. The Selkie. Maybe just having some bad luck in terms of the duplicates here. Alright, so nothing really new there. Sir Edmund Atkinson and Antonio again. We got the Selkie though. The Selkie's pretty cool. You may double the range of the ship's cannons each turn, but you must roll a d6. That is a pretty good... For 9 points, the cannons are great. The movement's not half bad. The cargo, yeah, all right. I mean, I'm on board with that. You can make this a pretty decent little hybrid ship that can run around and do a bunch of different things for you. That's great. You can see this is one of those ones got damaged in the process there, being punched out. They have a pretty good sail decal there. I like that. I like the color, the gradient color that they have there too. They got a bunch of stuff on the deck. All right, we got an oarsman from the Cursed again. I really like the Cursed faction. That's part of the reason why I'm so excited about this set in particular. They're kind of a unique crew, unique faction, since they kind of have all the really odd odd abilities that you don't really expect. This is the fire spot specialist for England. And then, do we have a rare ship? Now we have, this ship eliminates 2 masts when 1 hit. Whoa, we got a little powerhouse 2 master here. With pretty decent, okay cannons. Yeah, you put a captain on there. Maybe even one of those crew that can decrease, or basically give you a +1 to your rolls. The world hating ability. That can be a decent little support ship, but a little expensive though. I kind of like, I have a soft spot for the smaller ships. I don't know why. Like the 2-1 master ships. So I like the idea of potentially like putting like a really cool crew on like a little 1 mast or 2 mast ship and then just going around and doing some devastation. But in a real game, especially with higher points, you're definitely gonna get taken down. Wow, another Late Republican. I wonder if these are, honestly, are these repacked? I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, like if you look around the edges there, I wouldn't be surprised if these are somehow repacked in some way. But let's have faith here. I'm guessing since this is another uncommon, we're going to get a whole bunch of uncommons in here. Spain Firepot Specialist. And Santo Colombia. This one may initiate a boarding party against a ship up to S away from her. It's got a link with Captain, or Don Oswald Guillen. Capitan Guillen's vicious raiders have become a matter of national pride for Spain, as its power declines and victories have become harder to achieve. Nice. Excellent. Get the classic Spanish ship, or Spanish sails. I like the, I've always liked the cross. It's such an iconic look. It's got a nice color to it, nice orange and red hue. The decks are nice and clean. Oh, we got a Capitan from France. It'd be kind of cool if they, I know that they probably did it for simplicity, but it'd be great if they like did it. They named it, yeah. Capitan, Le Capitan. Just for some extra flavor for their nationality. All right, last pack of the night. It's been a rather disappointing pack opening tonight. This ship gets +1 to her boarding rolls. She gets +1 too. Okay, she's a sea monster hater. El Pulpo. That's a really expensive one for El Pulpo has survived a number of encounters with creatures far larger than herself. That's cool. Yeah, it looks like they got some like squid ink on the deck there, and there's like a skull of like a gigantic Leviathan monster or like creature of the deep. Oh, it looks like we got a 5-mast ship here. All right, we finally pulled a rare. La Charlemagne. The ship gets +1 to her boarding rolls. She gets +2 if it's a, okay, another sea monster hater. 5/5. Cannons are all pretty decent. There's a lot of blood on the deck. And on the sails too, wow. Cool. Let's see what her flavor text says as we sleeve her up here. I think this is supposed to be Admiral, or maybe, is that how you say it in French? Admiral Solicity assisted Emperor Napoleon in his rise to power, and has outfitted this ship with a variety of odd weapons, including a guillotine. Oh my god, that's crazy. That explains all the blood on everything. Although you think they would want to clean that up. I feel like it'd be kind of slippery walking around on that. Oh wow, she's got a beautiful green hull. Look at that. Le Charlemagne. And another cursed faction explorer. All right. Well, that's it for this evening. Thank you all so much for watching. See you in the next one.